Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's almost 11 o'clock, and we had kind of a cloudy day with on and off drizzle and light rain, maybe heavier rain out east. You can see off to the south some heavier thunderstorms activity that might wind up going over the east end. However, it looks like the worst of that is going to the east, which has been pretty much the trend today. Looking at the current conditions outside, you can see it's pretty nasty and raw out there. We've had temperatures in the 50s more or less, northeast winds. So you see that northeast wind there. Temperatures in the 50s, even down in Jersey, 50s. So everybody's pretty much in the 50s today. And pretty much that's where they stayed. And you can see some of those stronger wind gusts out there. Just nasty, kind of raw day out there. We'll go over our lows and highs for the day. So let's go to the lows first. And you'll see that there wasn't much radiational cooling last night. Those clouds to come in and kind of cap things up. Probably not going to be a big variation in the temperatures because of the cloud cover today. So, yeah, we made it into the low 60s. I'm surprised we made it that far. But more or less, it has been just a gray, dreary kind of day. We can look at the amount of rain that we've gotten as well. Go to the precipitation here. And we can do our, 24-hour precipitation totals if we want to look at that. And actually, it's not showing much of anything, which is kind of odd. I know we've gotten some rain. Here we go. So you can see the higher amounts out east. Wow, over an inch out there. But everybody else, not really seeing a whole lot of rain. I want to go to the Wonder map. So that is what we'll look at now. And you'll see it is out east where they've gotten more of the rainfall. So you can see looking at Long Island, you can see not too much until you get out east past, like I said, out around Nichols Road. And as you go past east of Nichols Road, to the eastern end of Long Island, this is where you start seeing your half-inch amounts. And then out in the Hamptons, we've got some half-inch amounts as well. So, yeah, this is the area that's gotten more of the rain. This is what they're going to see more overnight, probably, looking at the trajectory of where that's heading. Looking at the current radar out there, you can see. Let's play this radar here. You can see here that, I know this is the Weather Service radar, which is kind of screwed up, but you can see there's some heavier activity off to the south that will eventually work its way in toward our area. Again, this is mainly going to be eastern Long Island that's going to see that heavier activity. That looks like that's how it's moving anyway. So let's talk about the pattern we're in, and it's a crap pattern. We'll start first with the upper air pattern. You can see there's your coastal low, and there's the moisture coming in off of it from the tropics. So let's go to the North America view and the jet stream, and you'll see what the problem is. We show that jet stream here. And you can see, look at the jet stream. It's just a complete mess. So you have a very weak jet stream, but look how it's just diving down. You have this really narrow trough that's going all the way to the tropics, like almost to, I would say almost all the way to Cuba almost. And then up through the Bahamas. And then we're getting a tropical flow. If we look right here, clear that out, tropical flow right up from all that moisture there is coming right up from the tropics there. Very unusual setup in the atmosphere. Once again, you can see there's sort of a trough in the west. So if we go back to the weather and hazards map here, I pull this out and we look at our observations here. You'll see, looking at all these frost and freeze warnings out here. So even parts of Arizona's got a freeze warning. So you can see it's where they got that. It's where the cold air is. They're in the 30s there. 33 also here. So it's all out west. You can see there's a little bit of a dip in the jet streams. So that's where they got, and they even got some winter weather advisories and even some winter storm warnings for some of the mountain areas out west, like Idaho and stuff like that. So those are the areas getting hit with the colder weather. And like I said, even Arizona itself getting hit nicely with the colder weather here. Let's see. I'm trying to see where Flagstaff is here, if we can find it. I'm probably going to be pretty jealous of them. Let's see. Flagstaff is somewhere up here. We can find them. If I can find them. All right, there's Sedona. Flagstaff's around here somewhere. It's hard because it's shaded in here. It's hard to see. There we go. 30s So 36 degrees right there in Flagstaff right now. I'm really jealous of that. 36 with the dew point of 17. Yeah, they're going to have some nice cold weather. Looks like it's been cold. Well, they've had some clouds around, but at least it's colder than here. So anyway, getting back to this jet stream here. So you'll see the mess that we're in. So you see that narrow trough. It literally kind of just folds in on itself. And this jet stream is just, I told you, it's a complete mess. So you see the trough in the west, which means we're going to be dealing with above normal temperatures. And you can see a couple of narrow troughs come through. This is a very dysfunctional looking jet stream here. I mean, look at that. That's just crazy. So you see some troughs, but again, this is not any big troughs in the east. So this is going to lend itself to probably being above normal for the rest of the month. So let's look at our ridging and troughs. You see that big ridge here in the east. This is giving this crappy air that we're in right now, and the west is going to get all the cool air. You see we're going to have to wait, and you can see that trough is going more into the Midwest, so we'll get a glancing blow of that as we get into November. But other than that, and you see it's also showing a tropical system here too as well. You see that as well. That's forming. That's, of course, well in the distance. And this is the 18Z GFS that we are looking at again. So when we look at the surface, what this means for us here at the surface is that we're going to have unsettled weather this week with some rain chances. It won't be all the time. There could be scattered showers. Heavier rain will be the first part of tomorrow, and then it improves. But we still get the rain chances, and we don't get rid of them until probably Thursday when this high pressure tries to. Well, it looks like it's trying to develop something over here too. Fortunately, again, we have this weird pattern with the high pressure that's building in from the northeast there, so it does keep us. It looks like it keeps that system suppressed to the south and keeps the rain suppressed to the south. And then you'll see again. There's that. As we get to the end of the period, you'll see a more substantial cold front come through, and that is showing some kind of tropical system there over Cuba. But anyway, let's now look at our temperature anomalies. No, she'll go to the CPC too as well. She'll show that too. So as you can see, tomorrow we're going to be above normal. So above normal every day. Tuesday above normal, well above normal. Wednesday it looks like. Thursday we still a little bit above normal. Friday closer to normal, but still a little bit above. Saturday we're a little closer to normal. Next weekend, that's when our next chance of rain might be. And then you'll see here we stay above normal. Look at this, right through the end of the month into November, we're still above normal. So it could be well above normal. So this is the problem. It looked like we were going to see some cool weather, and then we got a little bit of it, and then we're back to this crap again. It sucks again. So if we go, and again, going to the surface, you'll see here again, this is next weekend, which is a semi-holiday weekend. It does have the high kind of trying to get in here, but we're going to have to see. It could have an easterly flow, which could keep clouds and drizzle around. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, this is a crappy pattern for sure. Let's go to the CPC now. I'm sure that's going to mirror. Climate Prediction Center is going to mirror what we just saw on the models here. 6 to 10 day. Oh yeah. So here we go. Above normal for the east, 8 to 14. Well, a very good chance of above normal. Precipitation slightly above normal. Right. The below normal is going to be out in the west. All right. 8 to 14 day. We're still. This is the 6 to 10. I'm sorry. So both the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 show above normal temperatures, unfortunately, for us. Once again, I remember last year being warm around this time, too. So we're going to see this above normal temperatures yet again, which really does suck. So getting more into the short term of things, we got to deal with this low pressure system. So let's take a look at the HRRR from 0Z. And you will see here on the 0Z HRRR, you'll see the rain chances. Some rain showers coming in, and this is the latest batch of rain showers. This next batch, it looks like it's got a batch going over the eastern end, but we may see some of that also on Long Island. These could be showers and thunderstorms, and that's going to last through a good part of your Monday, and then maybe getting better later in the afternoon. We'll see less and less the activity like after 4 or 5 o'clock. And then here we go again. Overnight, we got more rain chances again with this little feeder of tropical moisture here that's going to come in. And look at this. Tuesday, more rain chances, mainly inland, because it's just going to be from the instability, I guess. So, yeah, it's like I said, this is a really crappy pattern. And you can keep that air conditioner handy because humidity is also going to be rising, too. So right now we have the easterly flow, and the dew points aren't that high. But we're going to see as we get into tomorrow, those dew points start coming up a little bit. You're going to start feeling a little more humidity. The winds will not be as gusty or as strong as today. We'll have a lighter easterly wind. And then as we get into Tuesday, that flow becomes more southeasterly. And look at how far high these dew points get. Mid to upper 60s. So, yeah, it's going to feel quite humid out there. Looking at our temperatures, I know we're talking about this in October, which is crazy, but this is what it is with climate change. So here we are, Monday. You'll see the clouds around. We're not going to see the temperatures get up that high. Probably only to around 60 degrees or so. So it'll feel just slightly less raw than today. And then the temperatures stay up. It really stays warm tomorrow night. And if anything, the temperatures rise. We have temperatures in the low 60s. And then for Tuesday, depends on if we see the sun or not, we may have a shot at 70 degrees, especially over New Jersey if the sun peaks out. Otherwise, the rest of us will be in the mid-60s. So, yeah, it's a really crappy pattern. But as far as rainfall goes, as far as additional rainfall, it's mainly going to be over the east end. Though, again, a couple of showers could get us to another half an inch or so. But it's mainly going to be the east end that could see closer to 2 inches, depending on where these heavier showers and thunderstorms develop. All right. If we look at some of the other models here for precipitation, we'll go to the NAM 12, NAM 3. Probably shows a similar deal. It does. They all show a similar deal. GFS. Let's go GFS. All right. This is a little more of a lower resolution model. But this is the GFS, and this is the 18Z GFS. Let me see if we have anything more recent than that. Do have the FV3, which actually does show central Suffolk seeing as much as 2 inches of rain, as well as the east end. So, again, I'm going to go to this, and we'll show you how this model shows the precipitation. As you can see, this gives us a real overnight soaking into the morning, some heavy showers, maybe thunderstorms scattered about all along Long Island. Maybe the Jersey Shore gets affected. Maybe the city gets affected. It's mainly east of the city. And you see some of that heavier activity still lingering around into the midday, and then finally by the afternoon it dies out. But then you'll see another batch popping up, like I said, around maybe 11 o'clock or so. And then as far as Tuesday go, it keeps those shower chances around. So these rain chances are going to linger with us through the whole damn week. Here we are Wednesday, still dealing with scattered showers. So, yeah, it absolutely sucks. All right? Absolutely sucks. This is totally not normal at all. All right? So, let's go to the... let's go look at our dew points. We'll go a little further on this. This model goes a little further. Well, I want to go to the GFS. Let me just use the GFS. So when are we going to get out of this mess? All right, so you can see the tropical air mass that we're going to be in. Here we are Wednesday, still dealing with it. If we don't get out of it until Thursday, that's when we have this cold front come through. And then finally, after 3 more days of crap, we will have drier air moving in with northwesterly winds and be turning north and then northeasterly and getting quite gusty because we're going to have that gradient again. We have high pressure trying to build in from the north and the storm that's kind of stuck to the south. Keep us in a prolonged northeasterly flow, but the good news is it looks like the dew points are low. But then the tropical air does return as we get into November. And like I said, this could be another strong cold front there coming through later on as we get into November. That's kind of far in the distance as far as temperatures go. All right. So once we get past tomorrow, this is the GFS for Tuesday, and the GFS could have us getting to the 70s on Tuesday. It's showing more sunshine perhaps. For Wednesday, 70s over New Jersey. For central, for Long Island, mainly mid-60s. And then as we get into Thursday, when that dry front comes through, we're still going to be mild. You see this colder air up to the north, but we're still going to be dealing with mid to upper 60s, so it's still above normal. All right? And then the cooler air finally comes in a little bit more as we get toward Friday, where we see temperatures in the upper 50s to around 60, and here we are dealing with mid-50s for much of next weekend. So feeling a little cooler, but then the warmth comes back as we get into Halloween and into November. Here we go again. Temperatures around 70 degrees. Look at all this warmth that's popping up here as we get into November. This cold front could be very strong. This could be a severe weather situation, perhaps. We'll have to watch that. But this is all the way into November now, November 4th. And you can see we're dealing with 70s. It's crazy. Just crazy. Crazy warmth that we're seeing again. Totally not normal. Just when you think you can, you can't put the air conditioner away because it's going to be hot. All right? Which is ridiculous. It shouldn't be like this in at this time of the year. We should be done with this already. But again, we don't have a jet stream, so there's no order in the atmosphere. You saw the jet stream. You saw what a disgrace it is. So I guess the next thing we'll talk about is, well, cloud cover. All right, so now that we've talked about all the rain, cloud cover, we're going to be dealing with clouds. Tomorrow, obviously, I don't think we see the sun at all. Tuesday, I think we could get some sunny breaks, perhaps, some little, a few breaks in the clouds here and there. Wednesday, we'll still be dealing with mostly cloudy, variably cloudy skies. It's not until Thursday that we start getting rid of the clouds. Thursday, Friday, we'll get that drier air coming in. But there could still be some clouds around. Here we are Saturday. Still got us in clouds. Maybe those clouds get... This is a low-resolution model, a regular GFS, so it's as far out as we can go on that. I can look at some of the higher resolution models like the RGEM, and we can use the 18Z RGEM because I don't have enough of the 0Z in yet. You'll see we're kind of just socked in this feed of clouds here. Tomorrow we're dealing with it. Tuesday, again, there could be some breaks in the clouds. You see those breaks showing up, break or two in the clouds. So if there's a break in the clouds... then, you get some sunshine, and that could help destabilize things and set up some more showers and thunderstorms, perhaps. That kind of deal, that kind of pattern that we usually have in August. I'll call it like an August-like air mass already for October. Here we are Wednesday, dealing with plenty of clouds, and that's as far as that model goes. So you get an idea of the kind of pattern we're going to deal with for the next 3 days. It's going to suck. It's going to be rain chances all around, and it's going to be humid, too. So... that's all right. So just when you think you can put the short sleeve shirt away or keep your nope, that's not going to happen. So it does suck. And just to make all of us jealous, let's just put Flagstaff in here. All right, and see now where they're not dealing with any of that. Let's see what they're dealing with. Oh, look at that. They're going to have beautiful weather tomorrow. Highs only in the mid 40s. Wow, that's cold. 21 at night, 59 on Tuesday. Look at that. The next chance of precipitation is going to be Wednesday night with a slight chance of snow showers. So there you go. So if you're out west, then in our Flagstaff, you're dealing with great weather. But if you're stuck here on the east, you're dealing with the tropical mess that we're all so tired of. That's going to be it for this weather update. Have a good night, and thank you for watching.